Hi everyone, my name is Kendriff7. Welcome to Crimson Eclipse TV. Today, we'll be going over the new free update and paid DLC for Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot, both arriving on July 17th, 2025, and expected to drop around 10 a.m. Pacific Time. We'll be watching both trailers, and after that, diving into the new Daima DLC gameplay with a 10-minute breakdown. I'll be sharing my thoughts on how the game plays and giving a full breakdown of everything, so let's check it out. Wow, I've never played this version on PC before, and it looks amazing. I'm really glad we're getting this update now. I never got to play this updated version before. I beat the game way back, before I even started my channel. So I've been hoping for a good reason to dive back into it, and now that it's getting an HD version on PC, I'm ready to go. From what we've seen in Bandai Namco's trailer, the improvements are obvious. The graphics look much sharper, the water looks more realistic, Goku's shadows are more detailed, and the lighting overall has gotten a serious upgrade. Like I said, I never played the console version, so this will be my first time seeing all of this. Now, one thing that stood out to me is the underwater area. It's way brighter than before, and you can now see for miles under the water, which honestly feels a little off to me. What do you think? It's almost too clear. But hey, the ice map looks amazing, and the lighting there really shows how far they've come. Now, here's the big news about the DLC. On the same day, July 17th, 2025, we're also getting part 1 of the new Daima DLC, called Adventure Through the Demon Realm. If you buy this DLC, you'll automatically get part 2 when it releases, which is expected to drop sometime between January and March of 2026. So it's a 2-part expansion, and this is just the beginning. They're calling this bundle the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima Edition. And in the trailer, we already see brand new scenes that weren't even in the anime. That's awesome. Now, just like in Daima, Goku doesn't fly during this part of the game. They're staying faithful to the story, there's volcanic ash in the air, and the characters can't fly. But I'm curious, once you beat the story, will they unlock flight again for exploration? We'll see. Honestly, it reminds me of those early Kakarot missions, where you had to walk around as Kid Gohan. It kind of brings that vibe back. You will see some flying in cutscenes though. They're also adding more photo collection with backstory info, saying you will unlock secrets to the world, maybe stuff that was never explained before. That could be really fun. Now here's a big hope of mine, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We haven't seen that form in Super, maybe they'll explain how that version fits into the bigger story. Would be amazing if this DLC gave us some answers. Another interesting thing is the new item system. You'll need to collect Medibugs to fix status effects. And finally, the team-up battles look insane. I honestly can't wait to try that out. What about you? So just to recap, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot first came out on January 17th, 2020. The HD version is coming to Steam for free on July 17th, 2025. The Daima DLC Part 1 also drops on July 17th, 2025. And Part 2 is expected early. 2026, I'm really excited about this, especially after watching Dragon Ball Daima. Getting to explore that world in a full game like Kakarot is going to be awesome. Now, without further ado, let's watch the official new trailer from Namco Bandai.
Experience the world of Dragon Ball Daima, a brand new Dragon Ball anime series through a 2-part playable experience in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You can enjoy this downloadable content even if you haven't finished the main story. In this video, we'll introduce the features added to this new downloadable content. Goku finds himself transformed into a smaller form as a result of a nefarious scheme. To rescue the kidnapped Dende and reclaim his original form, Goku sets off on a thrilling adventure filled with action and danger, joined by Glorio, Supreme Kai, and Pansy.
Mystery. It's got me really pumped up.
Part 1 unfolds in the third demon world, a realm of mysterious creatures and floating islands, revealing a world completely unlike Earth. The skies of the third demon world are choked with volcanic gases, weighing down the air and making flight a real challenge. But fret not. With Sky Seed, you can instantly travel to places you've already visited, making world exploration a breeze. Scattered across the field are treasure chests filled with helpful items to aid you in your adventure. You may also come across something called Demon World Rumors that can uncover the secrets and mysteries about the new world. There are plenty of rare items hidden on the floating islands, so be sure to explore thoroughly. You might get to see a side of Pansy that wasn't shown in the anime.
Like my pitching machine! Keeps you on your toes with its random throws! Cool, huh?
Not only can you test your skills against the Kadan Castle's warriors and Glorio, like in the anime, but you will also face off against trolls, goblins, and other creatures that inhabit the third demon world. Some enemies will use attacks that can cause status effects like burns and poison, so get ready to strategize and take on more intense battles. Medibugs are the key to curing status effects, so keep an eye out and gather as many as you can to stay prepared. Your companions, Glorio, Supreme Kai, and Pansy, each bring unique abilities to support Goku. Work together and overcome enemies.
All right, here goes.
Keep up the pressure.
I'll follow your lead!
Kamehameha!
Fishing, hunting, and other familiar activities from the main story are still here for you to enjoy. This downloadable content is packed with tons of exciting content, so jump in and explore the third demon world to your heart's content. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima, Adventure Through the Demon Realm Part 1. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima Edition, which features the main game and the Daima Adventure Through the Demon Realms pack, will also be available for sale.
Guys, that was a great trailer, full of new info. But did you notice something? Here, I'll show you again.
Kamehameha!
Yours truly, the beloved original voice of Kid Goku and Gohan, Stephanie Nadolny, is back.
You with this. Kamehameha!
She came out of retirement after Daima was released. To me, she'll always be Gohan and Kid Goku forever. How lucky are we to have her return? It really is a treat for sure. I forgot to mention, the game will once again feature the full English dubcast. That's probably something I didn't need to say, but in case you didn't know, there you go. Alright, so we just watched both trailers from Namco Bandai. Now we're jumping into actual gameplay from the Daima DLC. This is Part 1, Adventure Through the Demon Realm. This gameplay was released a while back, but now that it's about to drop, let's watch it and break down as much as we can in more detail. So we got some treasures hidden in the caves going on, like we saw in the main game. Z-balls are floating like usual as well, so nothing new for that part of the DLC. You find some treasure. Looks like he got a Kai or melee boost for battles.
それに私にはパンジって名前がある。
パンジ？おかしな名前だな。
So this must be Pansy's workshop. This looks like a place we may be able to build things, perhaps. Goku walked up to one, and it looks like it's probably telling us information about her and the tools she uses to build stuff, because the main game has the ability to build stuff at Capsule Corp. And I'm also wondering if it'll be used for building, upgrading, or fixing Glorio's ship, since you likely won't be able to access higher level areas until you find the parts scattered around the map to upgrade it and fly to certain regions, areas you normally can't access by flying, like we see here.
よし、島に着いたぞ。ここには何があんだ？いいものが見つかるといいですね。
So we can see that Goku is fighting the Gendarmerie guards here, not the elite Gendarmerie force that appears in episode 16. This moment happens in episode 4, when Goku first meets Pansy. He sees her in trouble, steps in to defend her, and then escapes the small village, only to find out she secretly followed them. But it doesn't look like they're in the small village, though it's hard to tell. These guards are probably just scattered throughout this part of the map. That back attack was very well made. That's nice to see. This looks like a lot of fun for sure. Those combos look like they won't get old too fast, and the animations are just amazing. Yes, now for this DLC's version of the team-up combo. Wow, so cool. We've got a bigger guard here, just like in the show. Looks like this is the boss for this fight mission. Hit him just in time before the guard could hit Goku back. Absolutely amazing gameplay. Amazing! So fast, there's so much going on here. You can really see they worked hard on the combat. It looks so fun. Yeah, so I think this will take a while to get old, so that's nice. Goku's got such nice moves, and the mid-air Kamehameha combo will be fun to pull off. And he breakered him. Let's see the breaker special cutscenes. This DLC looks full of action for sure. So exciting to see. I can tell it's going to be a lot of fun. Looks like this is a mission from that part in episode 6, where Goku and the team rest in a cave. When they wake up, they find this beast inside, and Pansy can smell him. That's when the big bull says in an intimidating voice, "I was going to hunt for food, but the food found me." Goku, unfazed, replies, "He's just a cow," which upsets him. He shouts, "I'm not a cow, I am a minotaur." Then Glorio steps forward and says, "Let's take it outside." But Goku stops him and says, "No, you're too weak, I'll fight him." Glorio snaps back, "Don't be so arrogant. Do you really think you're that much stronger than me?" The two end up sparring so Goku can prove just how strong he really is. Yeah, this part of the show is very intense, and I can see they brought that action to life here. He looks a lot tougher, and the area looks just like the one from the show. This looks pretty challenging. It'll be fun to win this. And just like in the show, Goku shows the team his Super Saiyan form and shocks them with his golden hair.
そんな力を持っているとはな。
スーパーサイヤ人だ。子供になってもできてよかったぜ。悟空もあんなすごい魔法使えるんだな。魔法ではありませんが。
確かに玉神は5枚。それなりの勝負は可能かもしれん。だが奴らの実力はさらに上だ。その程度では勝つことはできんぞ。
それを聞いたら俺らますます頑張りたくなってくるな。
なんだと。
そろそろ降参か。
まだだ。
もう来なくっちゃな。
So they didn't show a reenactment of the final part of the scene where Glorio shoots a beam at Goku after he powers up. Goku deflects it with his hand, causing it to disintegrate. We didn't get to see that moment here, but they did include the scene where, right after, Goku moves so fast that he suddenly appears behind Glorio and calmly places his hand on his back, shocking him with just how fast he is. When Glorio turns to look at him, Goku says, "I think I won." Still stunned, Glorio replies, "I give up." Hopefully, we'll be able to recreate that moment ourselves.
勝負あったな。
わかった。降参だ。
なんか見えてきた。
集落の入り口だ。
飛行機見つける前に一休みしたい。大丈夫ですか。
奴らを絶対に逃がすな。おいよ。それはこちらのセリフで、一人でも逃せば応援を呼ばれる。誰一人逃がさん。
私が引きつけます。最悪だよ。あいつらに捕まっちゃうなんて完全に油断してた。まさかここに潜んで追い出しません。私が引きつけます。うまくいったな。
当然だ。
私もまだまだいけますよ。悟空さん。惜しかったぞ。って分かっただろ。おめえらじゃオラたち勝てねえよ。
I believe this DLC will likely conclude around episode 8, especially since we've seen Tamagami 3, setting up what should be an exciting final battle. In this video, we covered both new trailers, the HD Steam release and the latest DMA footage, and took a closer look at the updated gameplay. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support helps me continue creating more anime-focused content. Thanks for watching Crimson Eclipse TV. See you next time.